attorney for AT&T and founder of...
Here to further discuss this.
Do you have an existing cell tower lease, or have you been approached for a new cell tower lease? And one of the questions you have is, should I get some of the revenue they're generating from that cell tower, from leasing that space to AT&T, Verizon, or T-Mobile, or whoever else? Yes, you should, but you need to understand how to structure that revenue share correctly. Because I promise you, the cell tower companies will give you something that looks pretty good, but it's not exactly what you might think it is. They'll offer you two different ways of getting revenue share. The most common way is they'll come to you and say, look, I'll give you $200, $300, $400 for every additional tenant. However, they're giving you money today for a possible tenant down the road. So it's not even keeping up with inflation. So effectively that rent is going down. So if they add somebody 10 years from now, $400 is not going to be worth $400 10 years from now. Also, if they're charging a AT&T $2,000 to be on a tower right now and you get $400, well, you're getting 20%. But down the road, if they add AT&T and they are charging them $4,000, you're only getting 10%. It's a common tactic to give you something. It looks pretty good, but it's not what it seems to be. The other thing that we advise clients to do is get a percentage of what they're getting, those cell tower companies are getting from leasing that cell tower, either on the tower or on the ground. However, you need to make sure you understand what they're including in that. They'll try to limit what that revenue share applies to. They'll try to make that as small a bucket as possible to who can you actually get a revenue share from. Also, you need to make sure that you have a way to reconcile that, to make every year to make sure that they're paying you the correct amount. I'm not saying the cell towers or companies are trying to be underhanded. I'm just saying that you need to make sure that if they're giving you a revenue share, if I came out to your property and wanted to set up a lemonade stand, when I said I'm going to give you 25% of everything I make, you'd want to see the books. You'd want to see how much money I'm making every day, every year, etc. You need to make sure you structure a revenue share correctly so you get the right value going forward today and throughout the term of the lease. Get more money, get a better lease, get vertical.